Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. Okay.
Alright. Alright. Done.
This is Pox. Cowl figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. Face is obscured by shadows of the hood. Of his hood, what little can be seen of his chin is covered with stubble and appears to be a foul green and purple rash. The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. Greetings. Figure doesn't budge. There is a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hey? Who are you? Pox am I? Hey? Pox? My mother and father named me with the pox on firstborn, a curse given came true, did I? Again, your eyes are drawn to the purple green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. Oh, I had some more questions for you. What are you doing? Wait for deaders, do I? Deaders? Corpses? Why? Find a deader, take him through the gate, get some drink, then again I'll wait, hey? Through the gate? Why? A deader's to a dustman what copper's to a collector. Bring them the dead, they give you copper at the gate, they do. Right. Why do the dustmen pay for the dead? Streets clean, dead is put in their place, streets don't stink, dead aren't lost, kept inside gate, all happy high. What do the dustmen do with these deaders they buy? All deaders inside gate, put them on slabs, cut them up, bury them or make them walk, hey? Make them walk? Aye, they make some to get back up, if the deader gives the dustman leave to, and the deader becomes a skells or a zombs. Is the front gate the only way inside the mortuary? Aye, only deader or dustman go in front gate they do. You want Pox to make you deader again? Again? Aye, many time you ask, Pox always do. How many times exactly? Many time, aye. So, we've met before? Aye. What do you know about me? You a deader who don't stay deader for long, aye. Still square with Pox you do. Do you know anything else about me? You a deader who don't stay deader for long, right? Deal square with Pox you do. Do you know anything else besides that? You a deader who don't stay deader for long, right? Deal square. Alright then, how about I just pretend to be a deader and you sneak me in? See Pox. Let Pox see you play deader. You play deader good. Pox get you in, aye. Pretend to be dead. Pox watches the performance without a sound. Then you get back up, he speaks. Aye. Pox show you. You want to be sold now? No, not yet. I had some other questions first. Do you know someone named Farod? Aye. Farod, collector, big name, has raid, cast long shadow, it does, aye. Collector? I collect Gav's desert, bring him to Dustman for Jink. Do you know where I might find him? Aye, in the hive here he is, somewheres, aye. Can you be more specific? High, somewhere in the hive he is, Farrell's hide he does, very hard finding he is, not worth finding he is. Not worth finding, what do you mean? Aye, many hates him, other collectors even. Sharegrave hates him, not like Farad at all. Aye. Sharegrave? Aye, Sharegrave big name, carry weight, cause long salary does. Tell Pox what to do he does. Would your boss, this Sharegrave, know where Farad is?
Updated my journal.
Aye, Sharegrave knows the dark he does. Knows Farad are hiding he does. Sharegrave in Ragpecker Square, many blocks west of here, aye. Say Sharegrave that Pox sends you, tell him Sharegrave become share copper with Poxy with, aye. I had some other questions. I have lost a journal. You wouldn't happen to have seen one, would you? No journal I have seen. Things lost in high, I've never found again. Maybe journal is one of them. I see. Say I had other questions. Sorry to disturb you. Farewell.
I'm gone.
This is the outside of the mortuary.
I'm gone.
See, I saw my pale-faced assessment in black robes. He doesn't appear to notice you. Greetings, Jones said. I had some questions. Folds his arm into his own lips. Do you know where I can find someone named Farrell?
Updated my journal.
Farrell is a collector. The man studies you for a moment. If you wish to know more of him, I am told that Initiate Emerald in the Gathering Dust Bar also seeks him. It may be that he can help you. Where is the Gathering Dust Bar? As one leaves the mortuary front gate, heads south and west, lies just past the memorial. Why? I had some other questions. Looking for a journal. Looking for a lost journal. Have you seen one? Shakes his head. Thanks anyway. Desmond, you see a pale-faced standing guard over the front gate. He's staring off across the city rooftops with a distant expression. As you approach, he turns to face you. Yes? I had some questions. He nods and waits. I'm looking for someone named Farrell. Do you know where he might be found? Farrell is a collector. Yeah. I'd like to enter the mortuary. What is your purpose within your mortuary? Never mind, I will take my leave. Because we'll give them and then we can get in. We know from somewhere.
All right. All right.
See a man in tattered clothing. As you approach him, he suddenly stops and begins to look around, frightened. Greetings. The man looks startled, then takes a step back. What you be wanting, Cutter? His voice is shaking. He seems to be taken aback by your scars. Knock it on me, so as I don't, and my drags are not worth the trouble. Calm yourself. I'm not here to rob you. I had some questions. He keeps a safe distance. His eyes dart from side to side. They're expecting the saint to step out of the shadows. Questions, you said, and what might those questions be? Can you tell me about this city? What do you want to know about Sigil? What is this place? The city of doors, the cage, a place where all doors lead to and from, centre of the plains, and gets most of the backwash from all places too. Some say this is where everybody ends up at one point or another. City of doors? Aye. You see, this city is, he frowns as if struggling with the words. He's got a batch of doors scattered through it, and you see the doors. He frowns again in size. The doors. Let me rattle my bone box with a little more sense. You see, there's doors all over Sigil, but they don't always look like doors. They're more like portals, see, and they can be just about anything. A window frame, a picture frame, an archway, a barrel hoop, space between a table's legs, or a statue's legs. And you're saying all these things are doors. Doors, the frowns again, doors, portals can be anything that's closed on all sides. It's hard to tell where they are unless you've got the key to the door. And how you get here, cut through a door? What makes you say that? Well, you don't like your act from around Sigil, see? What are these keys you mentioned? Each door's got a key, which makes it open, you see. Most times you won't even know the door's around you unless you've got a key. Then the door opens and you can step through and take your chances. Trick is, you know how I was saying that doors can be anything? Well, so can keys. They could be a tune you hum to yourself near the door. A thought you'd be having about the pastries, or a little jig you do, or maybe the key's an object like a piece of glass or a cobblestone or a broken tooth, anything. Sounds pretty confusing. You get used to it, you do. Where do all these doors go? Where do these doors in the city go? He shrugs. Doors can go anywhere. Cutter. Some don't even lead to the same place twice. So, you see, such is the way and number of the doors, they lead to almost anywhere in the plains. Anywhere. It's just that there's so damn many of them. It's hard finding one that takes you to where you want to go. See, I had some other questions. Can you tell me about Sigil? I had some other questions. Can you tell me about these slumps? He looks weirdly wary, furrows in what you'd be wanting to know about the hive cutter. Why is it called the hive? He looks puzzled. I don't know. He looks frightened and doesn't know the answer. Mess of streets, mess of people perhaps. What's round here of interest? Well, it depends. Depends on what you find interesting, Cutter. I'm looking for a good time. Yeah! Well, there's the Smouldering Corpse Bar and the Dusty Bar, although you don't look like cut to be drinking bub with the Dusties. Any other place around here is just dangerous, so be on your guard. Where are these places you mentioned? Well, the Smouldering Corpse is a few blocks southward of the Mortuary, and the Dusty Bar is a little bit south and west of the Mortuary. I have some other questions. Can you tell me about the Lady of Vane? The Mistress of Sigil, you've not heard of her? You must be blessed or more clue. Know little about Sigil indeed, he laughed weakly. Lady's words luring Sigil. He thinks for a moment, except she don't say much, dead silent she is actually. What else can you tell me about this lady? He looks at you wary. Don't want to be talking too much about her car. You don't want to cross the shadow nor be singing her praises, alright? Now let's say no more about it. Rattling your bone box about the lady is dim indeed. Alright then, I had some other questions. Do you know someone named Farrod? Name's not one I know, Cutter. Who's he? A collector, I think. He thinks, well, then the most likely has his kit in Radpicker Square then. You might want to look there, during the day that is. Not a place, not a nice place at night. Where is this Radpicker Square located? It's a few blocks from here. Go west from the Mortuary as far as you can go and you'll run right into it. Careful when you're around there though, Cutter. The collectors there don't always wait for a body to die before collecting them. Aye? Got it. Thanks. I had some other questions. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one or know where I might find one? You're missing a what? I was confused. No idea where you'd find such a thing, Cutter. Okay. Can you tell me about the hive? It's around here of interest. Looking for work. There's pretty little honest to work to be found there, Cutter. You can hunt some brain vermin for some coppers, ask them off at the branch office of vermin for some jink. To hear tell, but messing with the brain vermin's dangerous work though. You can also gather deaders around the hive, take it to the mortuary for some jink. Brain vermin? Aye. Nasty little critters. He bares his teeth like a rat. He looks pretty foolish. Alone they're barely nothing of a talk. It's just when brain vermin get together, they get all smart. The more of them are around each other, they start getting as smart as a human. He shakes his head. Nobody in their right mind wants that to happen, as to everyone's health bears. What other work is there in the hive? Where's this branch office? It's next to the hive market. Go Spiralwood. That's south and west of the Mortuary, 3 or 4 blocks, and you're dead end into it. The rat catchers mither out in front of it. You can't miss it. I had other questions. Nothing. Farewell. He licks his lips as he turns to leave. Cutter, you might think ye... Establishment. You could spare a few coppers for a blood who helped you on your way. Not many around here would do that for a fella. Enough for a man to wet his tongue after all that talking, man. Sure. Give him 10 coppers. Glanced around to see if anyone saw it exchanging taps of jink in the fog room. Thank you kindly, Carr. May the lady's shadow pass you by. Farewell. So we've got the monument.
I'm gone.
You talk spoken to you. Town will talk to you. This smiling middle-aged woman trots up to you and curtsies. Hello, sir, and well met. For merely a single copper, I can offer me services as a tout. Somewheres I can point out for you. What's tout? This woman looks at you skeptically and then shouts. Tout's a guide of sorts, sir. I can help you around this part of the hive, I can. All right, here's a copper piece. The woman plants the coin and curtsies. This part of the hive has gates leading west and south. Occasional note include the Mortuary Gathering Dust Bar, Dustman Memorial and the Mausoleum. I'd recommend you stay away from a particular alleyway that leads southwest. It's full of dangerous folks. Okay, where's the Mortuary? Mortuary is that enormous dome-shaped compound over in the northeast part of the area. Dustman won't let you inside though unless you've got business there. Or if you're dead, I suppose. She smiles at you. There's the Gathering Dust Bar. It's in the southwest corner of this area, a dome-shaped building whose door faces southeast. The Gathering Dust is one of the safer, more quiet taverns of the Hive. Where's the memorial? Towards the middle of the northern half of this area, it's a walled courtyard of sorts with an open archway in each wall. There's usually a gaggle of dustmen mourning near the southeast entrance to the place. Where's the mausoleum? Mausoleum's on the northwest corner of this area. Big old square tower looking building it is. Where's the west gate lead? More of the hive. There's a flop house there if you're ever tired and looking for rest. Where's the south gate lead? Just more of the hive, sir. There's a tattoo parlour there away. And a smouldering corpse bar. A mess of toughs there too. There's a whole building full of them. That's all I wish to know. Farewell. Okay.
All right. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Quinton. Let's talk to Quinton. The man before you is to be middle of height in years. He's stout with a thick bullish neck. The shoulders are hunched as if great weight pressing on. Wears an impatient look as he stares at the black man in front of him. Greetings. The man throws you a glance. There's room cut up, no need to ask my leave to stand here. Actually, I wanted to know what this monolith was. It's a tombstone for the plains, he scoffed. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. Can only hope my name is one that split this stone in twain. He pointed to the base of the Quinton right there, hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye, Quinton smiles ruefully. The dusty scratched the names of the dead on this monument here. He just am on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter, they do their best. Can barely read half the names. What are you doing here? reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try to remember if I knew them, nothing more. The dustmen record the names of all who have died on this monument? Aye. They scratch them on this rock and scratch them on the walls of this place too. I don't know why they take the trouble to count the dead. The dusties have more care for the living. The living? Aye, you know the dustmen mourners that come into this place, they aren't mourning the dead, you see, they're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in edgeways without them asking to mourn some poor living for you. Why do they mourn the living? You've got me there, Cutter. Might be to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. And every name on there is blessed in my book. Ever know anybody who came back after their name was put on there? Do you mean come back from death? Quentin shook his head. Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of things. Shrugs. Still, considering the pain's gone forever, I suppose anything's possible. I suppose so, say I. It's a pleasure for you. I see, thanks. So... This woman's face looks broken and she's covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She's cradling the shreds of several rags in her hair and staring emptily at the wall in the monument, at the name set. Greetings. Get you back. The woman's teeth put back, displaying a row of black canines. What you want of Sevto? What's the matter? What's wrong? Those chaos men wrecked my cart, attacked me and killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now they're nothing but names in this memorial wall. Chaos men? Chaos men, a faction, they says. What they are is an added bunch that runs wild through the hive and does whatever they please. We never did any harm to them. Then they lope in like dogs and tear apart everything within their reach. Who are these chaos men who attacked you? They're a hive gang, a bunch of addled sods. They call themselves the Starved Dogs Barking, or some such balmy nonsense. Their actions were unjust. If you wish, I can see that the matter is rectified. If 3 deaths they called, 3 of them 3 deaths these starved dogs shall suffer. Copper earring in your purse if you can pen 3 of those murdering sods in the dead book, Jig. I'll see to it that they're put into the dead book. Can you tell me where they might be found? We're at the south gate, Sparwood from here, and then walk around the block until we come to a place where men run in circles, howling at the sick sky. There's the starved dogs they are. I'll go look for them then.
Updated my journal.
See a dustman with a crooked smile on his face. Despite a smile, his eyes are as dull as stones. His right arm is soft, shorter than the left, and he keeps it tucked into his side as if cradling a small child. Greetings. Dustman's eyes start over. Name. The way he speaks a word, it sounds like the tolling of a bell. I don't know. No name, can't help you. The dustman speaks in a curious sing-song voice. You need to give a name if you want to see where it's died.
Updated my journal.
Given a name when you're born, give it back when you need it no more. Deaf are names. His eyes swim across the monolith, then the walls of the area. Buried many names here, deaf are names has. Tell me a name and I'll show you its grave. I don't know. Try Adam. He shakes his head. Not dead yet, that name is. Not buried here. Not time. Let me try another name. Dianara. The eyes rolled back to his head, then popped back with a wild gleam. His eyes run across the walls of the monument, scanning the names at inhuman speed. He then points at a section of the wall, buried, examining the spot where he's pointing at. Chiseled into the black stone in tiny clamite is the name you requested. It's almost lost beneath the sea of names around it. I had another name. Dahl. Shakes his head. Not dead yet. Not buried here. Not time. Can you bury a name for me? He nods, then unfolds his small hand where it's cradled to his side. He looks at the trophy, decides to try. Can 1. Quentin. Shakes his head, not dead yet. Not dead yet. Very well, so it is too. Okay.
I'm gone.
This is Ingress. You see a haggard woman wrapped in rags. Her hair is dishevelled and dirty and her complexion is extremely dark. Burns cover her arms and her right hand is fused as a fused lump of flesh. It looks melted like wax, exposed to a great heat. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
What is it you want of me? The woman's accent is thick and you are having difficulty making out what she is saying. You want me to leave, not leaving the city, so I'm not. Can't try it. It's not a city, it's a prison everywhere. Everywhere? There's worlds, their eyes came up. Plains that be sinking sands, fields of nasty, thirsty nettles be, sightless worlds where your limbs are given life and hate, cities of dust whose people are dust and whisper ash, the house without doors, the toilet lands, the singing winds. She starts to sob quietly, but she seems all out of tears, and shadows, the terrible shadows there be. Where are these places? Where's them places? She flings the lump of her right hand in an arc, gesturing that she's. They're all here. Doors, here too, everywhere. Doors? You not knowing this? He squints at you and her teeth start chattering. Tell you I will. Beware every space you walk through or touch in this thrice-cursed city. Doors, gates, arches, windows, picture frames, the open mouth of a statue, the spaces between shelves. Beware any space bounded on all sides. All these are doors to other places. What do you mean? Every door is a key, it does, and with this key they show their true nature. An arch becomes a portal, a picture game becomes a portal, a window becomes a portal, all eager to take you somewhere else. They steal you away. She raises the lump of her right hand, and sometimes what's on the other side takes a part of you as a tithe. What are these keys? The keys number as many of the doors of the city. Every door a key, every key a door. The teeth start chattering again, as if she's cold. And a key is anything. It may be an emotion, an iron nail held between your second and fifth fingers. A fought 3 times, then fought once in reverse, or it may be a glass rose. And all these keys, and these are all keys that open these doors?
Updated my journal.
Yes, she starts chattering and she clenches her mouth closed and squints her eyes. Yes, can't leave. How did you get here?
Updated my journal.
She seems to calm slightly and her eyes almost taken a 1,000 leagues there. Came from a place else from here almost a lifetime ago. Hummed a tune by a glade with 2 dead trees that had fallen together. A brilliant door opened in the space between the cross trees, showed me sitting on the other side, so I stepped through it and ended here. Why can't you go back? Tried. She tries to sob again, but no tears come. Tried. All doors here lead to other places. She shudders and grips her melted right hand. Went through thrice 10 portals. Some a purpose, some an accident. None of them are right. Can't find way back. There must be a portal that can take you back. Can't even leave here. This square and there, the place of death behind the gate waits for me. She points to the mortuary behind the gate. And then turns back to you. Her face says, "But can't go anywhere in this city." Can't go anywhere. What do you mean? Anything could be a door. Any arch there, any door here could be a portal. Don't know the key. Get sent another horrible place. Her teeth stop chattering again. Got to stay away from closed spaces. All could be doors. Could have a key on me and not be knowing it. You're afraid to go through any door or arch because it might be a portal. She nods, her teeth chattering. How long have you been afraid of this? Since the last time I walked through the last portal, the last place where my hand. She stops. Since my 10th turning, I'm in my 4th, 10th turning now. Her teeth begin chattering again. 30 years. You haven't walked through any door for 30 years. Her vision seems to clear slightly. She looks up at you, her teeth still chattering. If you got here, there must be a portal that can take you back. It's a matter of finding it. She smiles. The teeth aren't chattering because she's cold. They are moving around inside her mouth. Her gums twisting as teeth shift about. They rise and recede as you watch, chattering as they rattle against each other. What? She hisses at you. Only takes one portal you stepped through accident. Drive the fear into you. I went through thrice 10, lost my hand, burned my flesh and lost my sense. She looks at her feet. No more, no more. I'm sorry, if I can find some means to help you, I will. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Dustman is dressed in long robes and his hands are folded into his sleeves. His head is bowed and he is chanting a measured pace with the other dustmen around him. Greetings. The dustman appears to have heard you, but he doesn't look like it. I would speak with you for a moment. Dustman lifts his head. Does not stop chanting, keeping the same pace and tone with the other dustmen about him. What are you doing? Dustman ignored you, he said, bowing his head. I would speak with you. I would speak with you for a moment. I mourn for one dead. The mourner suddenly stops and says, do you feel anguish over the one that has died? No, I'm speaking for a friend. Adon is the one who feels anguished over the person who died. We will mourn his pain if we will not take offence. If you could, it would ease his pain greatly. The dustman nods and resumes chanting. Listen to the chanting. All the dustmen carry the exact same tone and rhythm. Chants rise to a near shout in a few minutes and slowly fades in a way that reminds you of an echo. Once it fades completely, the dustmen speak several lines praising the true death, then begin their chanting again. To their chanting. Greetings. Speak with you for a moment. I am here for one who has lost another. Does the ones you speak of feel anguish over the one that has died? Yes. Will mourn for his pain. Leave. Greetings. Speak to you for a moment. Here. Go through this quickly. Okay.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Yeah, let's see what we got. We got help Sevtai get her revenge. I ran into a strange woman, Sevtai, by the Dustman Memorial outside the Mortuary. She was mourning the death of her 3 sisters who had been attacked by a group of chaos men called the Starved Dogs Barking. She asked me to kill 3 of their number to avenge the death of her sisters, and I agreed. She said her sisters were attacked a few blocks directly south of the Mortuary. I could probably find these starved dogs there. I met a mad woman named Ingress running around the hive outside the Mortuary. She was raving about doors and keys, and she claimed that the whole city was a series of portals to other places. She said when she was a young girl, she accidentally stepped through a portal and ended up trapped in the city. If I can find an experienced planewalker, perhaps he could guide her home. Okay, and then we've got Craddock. Okay, so what we completed. Fetching balming fluid for Vane. Okay. Strange woman with taloned hands and tallow coloured flesh on a second floor of the mortuary embalming room mistook me for a zombie and asked me to fetch some needle and thread for her. It took a little while, but I was finally able to find some and deliver them to her. Okay. Anna. Yes, Anna the Tiefling, who's destined to become one of our party members later in the game. Anna is a Tiefling, a brash girl on the brink of womanhood. Her tail lashes when she's angry. She's a canny gutter snipe, and the hive seems to be a second skin for her. So. Okay, I met a diseased collector named Pox outside the mortuary gate. Pox knew Farod, but didn't know where Farod could be found. He told me to go find a man named Sharegrave in Ragpecker Square, a city block a few blocks west of the mortuary. He said Sharegrave hated Farod and would know where Farod would be found. One of the dustmen told me I was looking for Farod. I should speak to someone named Emmerich at the Gathering Dust Bar, a bar to the south and to the west of the mortuary front gate. I ran into a strange woman, severed tight, by the Dustman Memorial outside the mortuary. She mourned the death of her 3 sisters who had been attacked by a group of cowsmen called the Starving Dogs Barking. She asked me to kill 3 of their number and I agreed. She said they could be found in the hive block south of the memorial, past the south gate. I met a crippled dustman by the Dustman Memorial. It's called Death of Names, and his job seems to be burying names by describing them on the memorial walls. The place makes me uneasy. The memorial is a huge graveyard of names, and each of the walls are like a giant black tombstone. I met a disfigured woman named Ingress in a city outside the mortuary. She was horribly scarred, and no doubt this wound she suffered affected her mind. Ingress warned me about doors within the city. She claimed that any bounded space, a picture frame, an arch, a window, of any of these could become a portal to some place if you walk close to them with a proper key. These keys could be almost anything, physical and non-physical. Iron nails, fought 3 times, a glass rose, an emotion. Any of these might open a door to someplace else. Ingress was transported to the city through one of these doors on her home plane. She hummed a tune in a glade by 2 dead trees that had fallen together, and she opened a portal to this city. She stepped through and ever since has not been able to find her way back. Ingress is trapped by a fear of portals. Her experiences in planeswalking have left her so frightened that she won't step through anything that might be a portal. If I could find an experienced planeswalker somewhere in the city, perhaps I could find some way to get her back home. Okay. So I am going to leave it here. This has been Vane doing Let's Play Planescape Torment. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon, and until next time, goodbye.